Blood in with the mob, bloody young niggas at large. Why not see my young niggas in charge? Why you in G? That's a life way. Is that at a highway you playin'? You probably see stars. Well, I probably see bars. Shots to the top and ass shit for a start. Put that bitch on the lick or the brick of that oil. Watch you whipping that joy and see that whole life on my dick and get hard. When these niggas get hard, betraying they gangster, but bitch, you know I knew that shit from the start. Stick on my hip with that dick in a rock. Step in my clip, make it easy to buy. Make the best of it like you ain't see what you saw. Sorry, I can't recall. On the block with that dope.
Yo, it's your boy, LOL Nick, and I got my brother,
DP501.
and we are the Paid Thoughts Podcast. DPZ.
What it do, my nigga?
Nigga, we back. We back. I just want to, I got a little public service announcement to all you niggas out there. Y'all ain't fucking with us, man. I'm going to say it again. Y'all not fucking with us. We got one of them ones in here, man. I know I say that often, but, man, this one right here is special, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, real deal. Legend in his own right. You know what I'm saying? Like, been putting it down for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, Sweet 16 like a motherfucker. And when I say it added up once I heard it, I was like, nigga, you right. Because, nigga, I'm 15 years removed from high school. And I heard you a year after high school is when my nigga came out hard, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, he a 101, you know what I'm saying? True. Like a real genuine nigga, like you know how them niggas like genuinely them. You know what I mean? Just one of them niggas like, man, okay, yeah, this him. This ain't no gimmicks, no even in the raps, you know what I'm saying? So like I say, man, it's definitely a pleasure and an honor to have him on our shit because he don't talk much. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I'm like, nigga, we landed this nigga. I damn near took a shot in the dark hitting that, reaching out like, hey, you think we can? Hey. I was like, damn. So, you know what I'm saying? Real deal, you know, Himothy, you know what I'm saying? Hemi Butler, you know what I'm saying? Him Duncan, him Crow, hold on. Maybe not him Crow, but like I say, man, one of the ones. DP, who we got in this motherfucker, man?
We got Don Tripn in the building.
Indeed. Come on, man. 2-clip trip now.
Indeed.
God damn, Don, how you doing, brother?
Man, so far so good. I can't complain, man.
Down here for the Juneteenth.
Yeah, indeed, man. The good people, I don't know the name of the organization that brought me down there, but you know, they showed me love. They was, you know,
that's Ebony Kimbrough. Now, shout out to Ebony. You know?
Yeah, indeed, man. You know, I appreciate them for even having me. So.
No, definitely, man. Hey, man, listen, man. You know, it's kind of like you don't know where to start with you because you not, like I say, you not like the average rapper. Like you not out on blogs and you ain't got drama going and motherfuckers ain't really. It's really based off your art. Like, nigga, your music.
I would have it no other way.
No, definitely.
I think all that, I don't know, I think when you get caught up in being something else or like, you know, the show pony kind of shit, you don't get to live a real life. Like, you know, I get to move around and I'm becoming more popular and more noticeable now, but even when people do recognize me, you know, it's never disrespectful, it's never intrusive. And I think the reason I can enjoy that is because, you know, like you said a second ago, what you see is what you get. You know, I ain't one thing here, and then when you see me, I'm, you know, this other thing. And, you know, I think people recognize that. So when they see me, especially when they see me, you know, if I'm with my kids, you know, it might be a person like, I was in like Target maybe a few weeks ago, and the white guy walked up to me. He was like, man, I just got hip to you from, you know, he heard Say Less. Say Less is a fairly new record. I want to say maybe last year. Yeah. But, you know, he was like, I got hip to you from Say Less, and I went through your whole catalog. And he was like, man, you know, your music just touched me. And when he looked at the scene, I was with my kids, like, man, I don't want to hold you up. I don't want no pictures or nothing. I just want to tell you I rock with you. And, you know, that meant everything. But that's what I'm saying. I think that it's that way because I'm the same person rather than
so
Mike is
in your music, though.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Nah, you really, when it comes to your music, like, you give off being just a regular, real nigga. Yeah. You make real life nigga feel good in being them. You know what I'm saying? Like even when you mention your wife.
Yeah.
Mention your relationship and your kids.
Man, you know, it's like rap taboo or something.
Straight up, look, man, when I hear it.
Rap niggas don't say they got a girlfriend. Unless they say their girlfriend got one.
No, straight up.
Right.
Niggas be married their whole career. You never know the nigga had a wife.
Kids, it'd be their anniversary. None of their records ever say nothing about having a wife. So, you know, when I got married, that's one of the things that stuck out to me. I'm like, man, you know, I ain't ever sat and said, damn, what do I rap about now? I just go in and whatever happens, happens. So whatever record that was, and I mentioned my wife, after Star heard it, Star was like, man, you know, nobody talk about having a wife. I was like, damn, you're right. And he's like, do that make you second think? I'm like, no, I don't give no fucks. You know?
Nah, you nigga had a beautiful wedding. I'm talking about shit. Hey, for real,
appreciate that.
nah, for
It
real,
did.
bro. The pictures
It
was
did.
sweet, bro. You had a nice wedding, man.
Hey,
for
man,
real.
you know.
That's hard.
But even that, you know, that's something that was near and dear, that meant something to me. And I ain't in no shape, form, or fashion am I, not to say that the rap niggas just married or ashamed of it. I don't know what it is. But for me, you know, I ain't in that. I think she deserved that recognition no matter what.
Right.
So, you know, I ain't got no shame in saying, you know.
Since we talking about being married, and it's in the news, we're gonna ask about it. Since the Bun B situation, he took the stand for his wife. Everybody on the internet say, "Oh, Bun snitching," and all this is so.
Man, listen, I think
you stand for your wife.
Man, first of all, we wouldn't have been in there like been able to point no suspect. That would have been we'd have been on the stand, you know, or been on trial for, you know, whether it was self-defense or not. He whacked. That's a whole nother thing. But as far as his situation, I think he did what he was supposed to do. You a grown ass man,
right? And
on top of that, it ain't like Bun's. What's my boy on trial right now? Right, it ain't like Bun at Young Thug trial testifying against Young Thug.
Right, no, straight up.
Man, it's
he's standing for his wife. Right. That's the whole thing I was telling people.
His livelihood. That's his fucking livelihood. That's his wife, his family. That's what you're supposed to do.
Right. So you supposed to say,
what's
baby,
the alternative?
I can't take a stand for you because it's the code.
Right. What's the alternative? I'm gonna send my wife to jail, or you know, I don't really know all of the circumstances. Right. But you know, I'm gonna go against my family for the internet. In real life, you know, we can turn the internet off. You close them devices and shit. That shit don't exist.
No doubt.
No,
so you know, I don't think you did shit wrong. I don't think I would have done different.
Say it wouldn't have been we wouldn't have been on trial.
No, because he shot them 40 years. No, hey, I swear to God, I would have finished them off. Fuck it.
No, see, Bun might not be one of them kind of guys that go, you know, that trains in that, you know, them kind of scenarios. Yeah. Bun might not be at a gun range every week or no shit.
You at the range all the time. I see him.
Man, listen. Homie ain't getting up. He gonna be with Tupac. Fuck you talking about? He gonna meet Piff way before I get to meet him.
Hey, my man say he get motivated. He get a new idea every time he see John Wick or Call of Duty or some shit.
Man, the ATF just approved me for silencers. Man. Listen.
Hey, you got a gun YouTube channel and shit?
No, that shit a little tricky because, you know, I got Don Tripn shit going on, and YouTube get real finicky when it come to like gun shit.
Yeah.
So when I started uploading shit, I ain't even make the shit live yet. They was already threatening to take Don Tripn shit down.
Rap shit.
Right. I'm like, you know, I ain't gonna risk it.
So what's the difference between like you seeing all the other motherfuckers with their guns at the range and doing all the other shit?
I have no idea, but you know they get it's they shit, so they get to say who can and can't come in. So you know, I ain't really. I love the firearm community, but not enough to dispel what I do for a living. Right. So, you know, I just do it at my leisure now.
No, definitely, man. Let me ask you, man, this spurt, man, because I'm calling it a spurt, because like I say, I've been on you since you came out, because I'm originally from Forest City. So,
indeed.
Man.
Shout out to all them niggas in Forest in the part where you can't get out of.
Listen, bro. You came to Forest City in 2013.
Yeah.
Man, and I just started driving trucks. So I'm talking about, I'm fresh off the road. My nigga say, Don Tripn gonna be a Cold Rose. I said, I bet.
Yeah.
So, nigga, I get off the road. I got a fat ass little check, the biggest I ever seen.
Yeah.
So, my nigga just bought a Camaro drop top. So, shit, it's cold as fuck outside. But we got that motherfucking top drop with the heat blowing. So shout out to my boy Japan. So we up there, and nigga, when I say, bro, I got so fucked up. Cause my people, like I said, this when I was a young nigga, so I'm just doing stupid shit. Them niggas would take like a shot of syrup before they start drinking liquor to mellow them out. So I did that shit. Listen, I'm talking about as soon as you came on, I don't know what was the first song you performed, but the next song was Like Me.
Yeah.
And that was the song I'm waiting on. Yeah. Cause that's the song niggas turn up. Yeah. I swear to God, nigga, I'm in the middle of the flow. I'm right the stage. I'm in the middle of the flow and I'm stuck. The inside of me is like, but I'm still here just looking at the nigga. I'm stuck, bro. Oh, when that shit, man. I knew I said, I gotta go sit down. I'm in the back like this the whole night. Hold up for the rest of the show. And I ain't even finished the show. I had to go outside. I was through. Man. I missed that whole shit. Damn. But I got to see the performance though. I like me. Yeah. But the spurt, bro, like you've been going crazy. I'm talking about it's almost too much to keep up with.
17 projects. Yeah.
Like
the last 17 months.
Come on, bro. Like what's the cause? Like did you catch what's the motivation behind it? Because you know what I'm saying? I got a follow-up question, but you've been going crazy.
Man, I sat down, shout out, rest in peace, Casino Jizzle. Mm-hmm. I was in the studio, I was doing a record with Casino Jizzle. It was for his shit. He was like, man, when you gonna put out something else? And I'm like, man, I don't know, I just do that shit when I do it. He was like, man, it's been like 2 years, I think he said. And when he said that, I said, it couldn't have been that long. He was like, bruh, it's been about 2 years since you put a tape out. So when I looked, I wanna say, this was right after, right before I put out, I want to say the Christopher album. My timeline be fucked up. But either way, when he told me that, I sat and I had no explanation for why I had no music in that time period. So I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna drop. And at first I sat and tried to like plan it all out and shit. But, I'm sure all you niggas look old enough to know that when you sit, the longer you plan that shit out, the longer it take to actually do that shit. And before you know it, you got, this long fucking plan and no execute. It never happens. So I just said, fuck it. I'm going to go in and, I'm going to start fresh. And I scrapped every record from, what was that, January 2023? So everything you heard on that tape on Gotham City, all of those records were recorded in January. Ever since January, you haven't heard a record that was recorded the month before.
No old music.
No, I ain't got no. I have like right now. I got nothing. Oh. The last tape I did, that was everything I recorded in May. Everything I recorded in January came out the last Friday of January. Same for February, same for March. So every tape you've heard from me, these are all new records. These records, I ain't got nothing in no vault. I don't got no fucking, I ain't walking around with a hard drive pulling up songs and shit.
Coming up with shit. Man, none of this shit sound the same. None of it like.
And the fucking, like you going so crazy. Like the punchlines is some shit that I'm like niggas really sleeping on you for storytelling and punchline. Cause you've been like telling stories like a motherfucker. Niggas don't understand.
See, even with that, like, I don't know, all the way up until January 23, I had like a rule book I was following. Mm-hmm. And, I kind of gathered it from all of the artists I listened to and looked up to, as I became an artist. And then I just started seeing more and more shit. And I don't like to do the name game, but I started seeing more and more artists do shit that was against the rules. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then, I look and I ain't no real fucking rule book. I'm the one with this rule book. I thought they all abided by this rule book.
But everybody don't play by the code.
Exactly. Well, when like streaming kicked in, niggas went to doing different shit. It wasn't the integrity that they kept from back then. Right. But that's also because we couldn't see what they was doing. Like, the internet now, everything's right now. Yeah. So you heard the Black album, you didn't see it being recorded. Even if, he had the documentary, Fade to Black, but you didn't see the true process of the tape. Right. Mm-hmm. You didn't see it happening. Right. So you don't know if it took that nigga 4 takes on whatever particular song. You wouldn't know. So the internet started exposing shit. You start seeing more niggas got writers involved when I got nothing against it. It is what it is. But I'm saying, now, if you look at now, when you look at 5 years ago, if it came out, so-and-so had a nigga writing with him or writing for him, you'd be like, oh, no. Right, I'm through with him. Right. Now, that shit, you expect that. Now, it's in the
everybody got a writer.
It's in the credits.
Right. It's in the credits. You see so-and-so, but at the same time, you gotta understand that if we was writing a record right now, or if I'm writing a record right now and he come out and he like, and I use that cadence, I owe him a writer's credit. He didn't say a goddamn thing. But if I use the cadence, the idea he just had, he gets writer's credit. Now, as a musician, that don't bother me in no shape, form, or fashion. But as a fan who don't really know what this game is, when they look at that, oh shit, he wrote the song. He didn't write the song. Right. But at the same time, there's no way to know that unless you was in it or you can actually read the credentials, not just the credits. So niggas don't know none of that.
So what about the the other, like the Quentin, what's the other nigga that was writing, like for Drake had the other tracks?
The reference tracks.
The reference tracks and shit.
That shit worked the same way. That's what I'm saying. We know that he wrote the song because you heard the reference track.
Right.
So I that is evident in itself. But all of the records you would look at right now and see another person's name in writer's credits, that don't mean that they wrote the song. There may not be a reference track for what they did. Right. They could have just hummed some shit. Michael Jackson got writer's credit for We Are the World. And all he said was, but that's how this game goes. That's how it works. Right. But at the same token, I mean, look at that. If the shoe was on the other foot, if you sat in here and you been in here humming for fucking 2 hours, and I come in and heard something he was humming, and I built the song around it, of course he want his credit for it. Give me some of that. Yeah. Right. I mean, shit, it's only right.
Right.
But either way, now you see everything. You ain't see everything at first. So now now that we privileged to see everything, I realized everybody ain't following this rule book that I thought we all was following.
Right.
So when I peeped that, I said, fuck it, I'm gonna throw the rule book out then. I'm just gonna do what the fuck I wanna do. And that's what I've been doing. I don't give a shit how nobody feel. I don't care it's fucking, it might be like 200 records now. If you don't like 4 of the records, why? I don't give a fuck. With 200 records, if you didn't find something you like, that just means you don't relate to me. And that's perfectly fine. Right. I've never heard a Garth Brooks song in my life. And that nigga, he do more numbers than anybody we can name. Come on. So clearly, he's still a lane. He gonna do
somebody look at somebody for somebody.
Exactly. So, straight up. If so-and-so ain't rocking with whatever I said or, whatever record, so be it. I'm fine with that.
But it had to be a spark because I see you more active on social media. Like, nigga, I seen you, like, nigga, when I say I'm peeping the comments, somebody posted you, I probably would say Dirty Glove, but they posted you, and one nigga commented about your age, and he was like, man, nigga, this nigga 50, whoop the whoop, and you said, hey, nigga, hey, man, I'm gonna charge this to your ignorance, goddamn me, woo the woo. But I see you coming. I'm like, this ain't. I said, Trip ain't never did this. Whole, you know what I'm saying?
It was one of them unwritten rules. You a celebrity. You're not supposed to speak back to people. Your age. You ain't supposed to be on the internet. Right. Whole fucking world's on the internet. Why not?
Right. No, straight up.
And when it comes to like the surge in my internet presence, I gotta give some of the credit to my guy Charlie. Man, I sat with Charlie. Man, I don't know what the fuck you would really even call Charlie. He's like a content curator or some shit. Either way, one of the main reasons I never really interact with the internet because it make me uncomfortable. It'd be complete strangers, like whoever, I know what's coming, you said, but it was a complete stranger. You're gonna tell me I'm 50. You think that bothers me.
Right.
I know people that didn't make it past 16, 17, all shit. My brother died, he was 37, I think. Either way, that ain't gonna bother me in the least bit. You tell me I'm old. Last time I checked, we all grow old. You don't grow young.
Straight up.
So nigga, when I see that he getting old, nigga, ain't you? I thought that's how this works. Right. But either way, man, I sat down and, man, I threw away, one of my rules was that I don't deal with no new people, period. Now, my personal space is a separate thing. I've learned how to separate the two. So I had to learn how to let people that wasn't. I used to look at it like, if I gotta pay for this, why not pay my brother for it? Right. So I got so far up that it became more roles, and these roles need to be managed by people who know what they're doing. And in most cases, my family can't help me in that. You've been doing whatever you've been doing your whole life, or your whole adulthood. But this guy's been doing fucking social media shit.
What the fuck I need him to do?
Right, he know what's going on. Yeah, I'll just pay him. I don't know him.
But he know his shit.
So with all of that shit, now I know Charlie. But Charlie's one of the people, like, we sat down and I don't know how we grew comfortable with each other. I think it was, of course it was a learning curve. He had to learn me, I had to learn him. And he do a really good job at not invading my privacy. And with certain, like, Charlie understand, like I said, before we went live, if it's something I don't like, I'm gonna voice it. I'm gonna tell I ain't gonna be disrespectful. I don't believe in that. So, of course we had trial and error. Certain things he wanted to do I just wasn't rocking with. And then there was certain things he wanted to do that I just wasn't accustomed to. Like one of the first things was what you say, YouTube Shorts, I think this was. And he was like, let's do it. I'm like, man, look, I don't like filming. Because you got to keep doing the same thing over and over again. So you can get it with this angle and that angle and this angle. I hate that shit. But, we compromised. We met in the middle. He started pumping them shits. And then my people at Connect, my distributor, they started hitting me like, the numbers is this and this and this. I don't pay attention to numbers.
I watched them. You got
Man, listen, 300,000 I don't pay attention to none of the numbers. I couldn't tell you a number on none of that shit. I don't like to get engulfed in that, because once you do that, I feel like what happens then.
Start chasing it.
Right. Then my next record gonna be like this record, because this record did however much it did. I just want to create. I don't want to do all that kind of. I don't want to get caught in it. I want my creativity to remain creativity. I want it to come from wherever it comes from.
Man.
But they started hitting me with the numbers. That shit didn't resonate until my kids started telling me other kids was listening.
Shit,
then that said something, because I don't make music for kids. So if the kids are tuned in, that means, it was an ingredient in there that I didn't know was in there, and it works how it works. So I sat with Charlie and I'm like, well, you was right. So they gave him the room he needed to offer up other ideas, even though I still don't cooperate with everything. But he's proved himself. So now if anything, I give it some thought, or we might try it out. And I ain't never been afraid. Like we can, we might shoot a video, and I don't like none of this shit. So I ain't in the, we ain't gonna scrap the whole video. We're gonna cut it up and use pieces to do other things. It's just not a video no more. It turns into something else. But I learned how to how to make all that work. And from all that, shit just went hand in hand.
Even this, like, nigga, even this. I don't know how your man talked you into doing this, but only interview I did not really seen you do is Dirty Glove. I mean, Dirty Gloves up on the porch. And Sway, but that was when you was promoting the motherfucking
man, listen, it's
Step Brothers.
I don't like interviews. I don't like when people try to corner you into shit that ain't got shit to do with you. So, like a second ago, I told you I only rock with the people that I rock with. Sway fucked with me before Interscope ever signed me. Sway was rocking with me. Dirty Glove was rocking with me. DJ Smalls was rocking with me. It's a few other.
You do. But hey, man, you gotta chill. Like, your energy, bro, is so like don't move me. Like, motherfucker come with a question, you just like.
Man, well, I don't know how to. I got no explanation for that. But Julia Beverly, she used to do Ozone. I don't know if y'all familiar with Ozone. It used to be an award show in a magazine.
They young, them niggas don't know nothing about
that. I remember Ozone. Those are the people that they was rocking with me before the internet knew I existed. So when they hit me, it just is what it is. I always fuck with them. And for this, that's my brother. Like I said, you know, if I gotta pay somebody to do it anyway.
No,
He one of the people whose judgment I trust. You can ask. You know, I don't have many questions. If he say, hey, we doing so and so, all right, let's do it.
I can dig that.
But that's but that's my biological brother. I've known him since I was 11, and I turned 39 this year. So you know that says enough for you know I trust his judgment.
Damn, you know that's crazy. DP older than you.
Fuck you.
See, DP the type of nigga he be want to bring up old shit. Yeah, you don't know nothing about Soul Train. Nigga, fuck Soul Train. Nigga, we got 106 in Park. Nigga.
Oh no, that shit old too now. Listen, mention some.
Don Cornelius.
Say some 106 in Park to my kids. They tell you was born in the 1900s. They make you feel old real fast, man.
Oh, man.
I don't do high fives. I flex to the right side and left your eyes wide. Tied in with the mob. Got plugged in.